Well, the Community Relations Council looks at a number of sensitive issues, contentious issues, and we try to, along with other partners, find a path forward. Bonfires have been particularly contentious in some areas in the last few years. Most bonfires go okay, but there are some bonfires that have caused difficulty. And when we look around at different communities where bonfires work well, it's very obvious that's because of leadership at a local level. And we wanted to hear from people who are involved in bonfire management and making improvements in their communities about the issues, about what works well. And I think I'm very struck when I hear that conversation about how much there is people have in common across the community divide when things work well.
Well, I work for Falls Community Council. We run a conflict transformation programme, and really a lot of that is about creating the space for discussion around contentious issues. So we decided, bonfires has become increasingly contentious over the last number of years. It really felt like it came to a degree last year that it was very contentious in our society, and it felt to us that it was time to have a discussion about it, bringing together the people who work most closely on the ground.
I manage a project called the Diamond Project, and it's working with 12 volunteers, mainly women, and they have come together in the last 4 years to do away with negative experiences around bonfire collection and materials. And what they have done is work with the Belfast City Council and negotiating a beacon to go on site within the heavily built up urban area to do away with the traditional sense of a bonfire where wood was just stored randomly in and around the area and then brought together around the 10th or 11th of July and burnt, which was causing damage to houses and property. So these women volunteers came together, organised the beacon, but also put a load of community activity around that beacon. So you had fun days, festivals, bouncy castles, food, barbecue, all sorts of stuff for people to come along and enjoy. And that's all people in terms of foreign nationals, even our local Catholic neighbours in terms of Short Strand have been invited in. So we try and be open and inclusive and show that this is a positive culture to celebrate.
My name's Eileen Weir. I currently work for Shankill Centre. I coordinate Greater North Belfast Women's Network, but I bring North and West women together to talk about contentious issues and actually to challenge their opinions. And it doesn't mean they change their opinion. They've never been challenged, and they love to be challenged and listen to what other people's opinions are. I think getting to know each other's culture, getting to know the reasons why people do things and the reasons behind it. But I have to say, once you get women talking about those issues, all the issues are exactly the same. Doesn't matter what community background they come from.